Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome back to the Safia Shows. I am Norilia Misara as the host for this show. On today's episode, we have invited diploma student from UiTM Alokajah, where our guests are Nurul Aida, Nurul Fitra, Nurul Atira, and Idayu Amira. They have to present about their part that will be determined by the spin, and the winner will be receive a prize of RM1,000 ringgit Malaysia. So without any delay, I will spin the spinner right now. So, our today's topic are about Egypt. So we are going to talk about Egypt. To give a little information about Egypt. Egypt is a country in the North African region. Egypt flag consists of 3 horizontal stripes that consist of 3 colors, namely red, white and black. Red strip symbolize the blood that has been shed by Egyptians during the war. White stripe symbolize the purity of Egyptian soul, while the black stripe refers to suppressors of darkness and oppression. Next, the capital of Egypt is Cairo, and it is the largest city in Egypt. Currently, the president of Egypt named Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, while the Prime Minister is Mustafa Kemal Metbauli. The national anthem of Egypt is Biladi Biladi Biladi, which means my country, my country, my country. So that's a little information about background of Egypt. Okay, now I will spin the spinner to choose who will present about legal and political of Egypt. Idayu. Okay, Idayu, your time start now.
Legal is governed by principle. Firstly, based on their will, people will decide which authority will be established. The second principle is that Egypt is a democratic government structure. The third one is the individual's dignity. Fourthly, Egypt's constitution provides rights that convey opinions and freedom of expressions. The fifth principle is equal opportunity for all people. The sixth rule of the law is the basis for the legitimacy of authority. The seventh principle is that national unity needs to be supported by everyone. The eighth rule of the law is that it is a duty and honor to protect the land. 9. Maintaining protection is the duty of the police to serve the public. 10. Solidarity is the nation's hope. 11. The epitome of Egyptian soft power was Egypt's visionary leadership of culture and intellectuals. The political system in Egypt is based on a semi-presidential republic. The Egyptian president acts as a head of state for the 6th year with one-time extension of the office. The Egyptian parliament is the oldest legislative body in Africa and the Middle East. President of Egypt after the Egyptian Republic in 1952 was the country's chief executive under different iteration of the Egyptian constitution, and he was also the supreme commander of the armed forces and the chief executive of the government of Egypt. The president of Egypt is Abdel Fattah al-Sisi since June 2014.
Good explanation, Idayu. Thank you. Now we will proceed with culture. Atira, you are the presenter. Your time start now.
Thank you, Ilya. There are 5 aspects in culture. Firstly, the social structure. In Egypt, family is one of the important figures in their life. Therefore, nepotism is common to them. Secondly, the language. Their official language is modern standard Arabic, but the majority of the Egyptians use Egyptian Arabic in everyday lives. Other languages used are Saudi Arabic, Nubian language, Eastern Libyan Arabic, and Beja language. Thirdly, the communication used. In Egypt, making eye contact, conversation with male colleague indicate honesty and trust. This only apply to same gender meeting only. They judge someone based on their appearance, so please wear a modest clothing when having a meeting. Thumbs up sign is an offensive sign to them, and crossing your legs when sitting symbol arrogance and disrespectful. Try to avoid left hands as they consider left hands are unclean. Fourthly, the religion. The official religion is Islam. Other religions there are Christian. Lastly, the value and attitude. It is common to have interruption as they implement open door policy during meeting. However, if the meeting are highly confidential, they will make it as a private meeting. Thank you. That is all from me.
Thank you, Atira. So next, demographic factors goes to Fitra. Fitra, you may start now.
Education is mandatory for this country, especially for kids and teenagers from age 6 to 17 years old. The education system of this country is split into four, which are pre-primary level, primary level, the secondary level, and the tertiary level. The birth rate in Egypt for the year 2020 has lessened by 2.23% from 2019, which the rate has become 25.377 per 1,000%. However, the death rate per day is 71.73 per hour, where the leading cause of Egypt's mortality rate is non-communicable disease such as diabetes. Egyptians are more employed in the countryside rather than the cities, since they are more focused on the primary sector like the agricultural and fishing sectors. However, in 2020, the service sector recorded the highest percentage of total employment at 49%, followed by the industry sector at 28%, and the agriculture sector has the lowest percentage at 23%.
That's a great information, Putra. Thank you. Okay, now we are going to population of Egypt. And the result goes to Idayu. Idayu, you are the presenter. So your time start now.
Egypt is one of the countries which have the highest number. The population of Egypt this year, 2020, is 101,618 million people. This record is up from the previous, which was the 99.3 million people last year. The population of Egypt is estimated to rise by 113,845 million individuals by 2025. In Egypt, the median age is 24.6 years. For males, the median age in Egypt is 23.8 years. The median age in Egypt for girls is 24.1.
You are so good, Idayu. So now we are going to proceed with main and other industry. So let's go. Who are going to be the presenter? And it is Aida. Aida, your time start
The
now.
main industry in Egypt, the first one is automobile manufacture. Egypt can be categorized as the largest country in the automotive industry in Africa and followed by Morocco and South Africa. They have a total of 75,000 workers and produce more than 100,000 vehicles in a year. In Egypt, the Al Nas Automotive Manufacturing Company is the automobile company founded in 1960 in Helwan. They also manufactured their first car at there. Second is textile and clothing industry. The textile and clothing were actively exported to other countries such as the European Union, Middle East, North Africa, Turkey, and Africa. Egypt textile involved 3,243 companies with a total investment of $3.2 billion. Third is oil and gas industry. Egypt is Africa's non-OPEC, which is the organization of the petroleum exporting countries, oil producer, and Egypt also ranked third largest in gas production after Algeria and Nigeria. Gas and oil companies active in Egypt is the Egyptian General Petroleum Corporation (EGPC), with a total paid capital of $938 million and 2.9 billion Egyptian pounds. There are 39 companies that EGPC and its companies share. Fourth is chemical and fertilizer. The largest producer of nitrogen fertilizers in Egypt is the Abu Qir Fertilizers Company, and it produces 50% of the Egyptian nitrogen fertilizers. Besides, the largest producer of ammonia in Egypt is Egypt Basic Industry Corporation. Other industries such as steel and wood industry also help to boost the economy of Egypt. For example, every year, Egypt will hold an exhibition related to this wood industry and better known as Cairo Wood Show. This exhibition attracts many people from abroad and within the country to get to know more about this industry. There are a lot of benefits from this exhibition.
Thank you, Aida. And for the last slot, who are going to present for the resources? And the result goes to Fitra again. Fitra, your time start now.
Petroleum, iron ore, natural gas, phosphates, manganese, limestone, and zinc are considered as Egypt's natural resources, where it was included in Nile Valley and Delta's capacity in the agriculture sector. However, oil and gas remains one of the most important industries in Egypt, while the biggest industry in Egypt is the production of hydrocarbon. Egypt tends to focus more on manufacturing natural gas to reduce the domestic demand for petroleum products in the country, and as a result, the production for natural gas has increased within 5 years. In recent years, the natural gas production industry in Egypt has booming as the country exports the surface of natural gas to other countries. In 2019, the rate of growth in producing and manufacturing the oil and gas sector in Egypt has successfully displayed a good result, where the outcome for production increased from 6.1 million tons on June 2018 to 6.8 million tons in June 2019.
Thank you everyone for participating. There's a lot of information I gained related to Egypt. So as usual, the winner will be announced next week, and see you next week. Bye!